Hi. 1,000 days. What has happened to you in 1,000 days? Reflect on it. Have you lost a home? Been through a tragic loss? Have you lost your vehicle or been in a car crash? Or have you been without a home or not knowing where you're going to move? Have you had a disability or a surgery or an illness? Have you been affected by mold or toxin contaminations? Had cancer scare or actually had cancer? Or a life-changing scare? Have you lost loved ones, family members, people that you know you'll never see again? Have you lost your man's best friend, your dog, your pet? Have you lost your sense of security? Everything that you've worked hard for and continue paying for? Have you lost any of these as you reflect on the last 1,000 days? Guess what? We've done every one of those in the last 1,000 days. We had a house fire, and from there, it all snowballed. We were fully insured, beyond coverage, and you know what? Ask our insurance company why, after 1,000 days, we're still not in our home. Our claim is still not settled. Our policy has not been followed through on, and we've lived 588 days in a motel, our family of 5. There's no reason my children deserve to live out of totes when they had fully believed in our insurance company and the policy that we purchased. But you know what? I have to do this. This story of ours is about survival and of making do, and it's not to complain, but it's to right a wrong and to make everybody aware that you're not always going to get what you pay for or what's promised to you. I have to forgive. I have to forgive the insurance company and the numerous adjusters and the agent who sold me my policy. I forgive the misrepresentation and lack of follow-through on our insurance policy. I can forgive the agent who wrote the policy and lack of following through and knowing that it was written incorrectly and we were insured wrong, even after 9 years of making additions and corrections and being charged. I can forgive that. I can also forgive the insurance company for overpaying for us to live in a motel rather than what our insurance policy required, to be placed in a normal-like facility or residence, rather than spending $2,600 a month on a motel, plus paying for a laundromat, plus paying mileage, not to us, but to other people. Rather than putting us in a rental where my kids can have their own room, I can do laundry in the house, my dog could have been in a yard, and we could have been around the block from our livestock and our own property, maintaining our property, at a cost of maybe $1,000 a month instead of $3,200 a month. They wasted our money. Know the facts. Know your policy. I forgive them for not replacing our personal property, our very personal belongings, sentimental value, personal items, things that we'll never get back, and trying to make us believe that everything was our fault, and imagining and arguing about where the items were at certain times, how they were mishandled by cleaning companies, restoration companies. Everything was mishandled and destroyed. But I can forgive you. I can forgive the insurance company, for not taking on and fully believing our claim that we had a mold sensitivity and wasting 2 months of doctor's tests and putting us through that, rather than cleaning up the mold problem initially that the cleaning company created by flooding the house after the fire. And I can forgive that because you're only doing your job. I have to forgive the wrongdoings mentioned because they've created much stress and grief, medical issues, car crashes, cancer scares, everything. But you know, it has also created a new, renewed sense of family for us, that through faith and strength we can get through anything. In 1,000 days, my children have not complained one time or questioned where they were going to be living. We live in a motel. My kids live in totes. They're very unable to have any friends over, go play in the yard, because that's what we had at home. They had their own rooms. They got to play in the yard. They got to have friends over. They got to have their dog. And they didn't, in the last 1,000 days, get to have any of that. Why was that taken away from our family? But you know, my kids have flourished. They are exceptional students. They have exceeded any expectations I have. They are very high achievers in athletics as well. They're competitive and they're demanding, and they believe they reach for the reachable because they believe there's nothing unreachable. I've learned so much from my children through this experience. I cannot tell you. But what I am here to do today, not only forgive the insurance company and the restoration company, but to inform you. Review your insurance policy. Speak with people who have had claims. Know what you're buying. Know what's promised to you. Know that if tragedy strikes, will they be there for you? Will they put you right back where you belong? I don't know. Personally, they didn't put us back where we belong. And it's 1,000 days today. 1,000 days. That's unreal. What have you done in 1,000 days? We move forward after today with a renewed sense of family and belief and faith that we will continue to get through this, that my children will be in their homes soon. How, I don't know, because they haven't paid on the insurance policy. They haven't settled. But it's up to us. We're their parents, and we're going to get them through this. I thank you, and remember, God bless.